Welcome back everyone to Magius Plays Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Last time, we got ourselves a bow and a bunch of arrows. This time, we're going to sneak over here and take out this camp. Preferably without running out of stamina too many times. Now we want to be very careful sneaking up on this guy, because if he spots us and sounds the alarm, everything in there will come flying out after us. We definitely do not want that. However, get right over here. And well, unfortunately he did manage to sound the alarm. So this is going to be a bit rough. Probably. On the other hand, this could go very easily. Well, that went a lot better than I expected. And yet, nowhere near as well. That gives us another bow. More arrows, which is always useful. And if we run in here, we get something nifty from this treasure chest. Which is fire arrows. Always handy. Now I can head off over to here and actually accomplish the objective that we were told to do. Just scan the slate here. And wait for the cutscene to play. And falling rocks may be a bit of an understatement here, as these things literally pop up everywhere. Breaking through whatever they are under. And now we have a little bit of a predicament. How the heck are we supposed to get down from here? Well, before we tackle that, we're going to need to get our tablet back. And before we get it back, it's going to get an updated map of the area. Builds this in for us, which is very handy to have.
You have been asleep for the past 100 years. The beast. When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end. Now then, you must hurry, Link. Before it's too late.
Which of course means we have as much time as we need to do absolutely anything and everything that we can or could ever want to do in this game before we have to worry about much of anything. Now, once we finish with everything here, we could run right up there and take care of it, but that's not what I'm going to do. Now for now, I'm just going to run around the outside of this tower and drop safely to the ground. Eventually.
Oh!
And be greeted by the old man again. My, it would seem we have quite the enigma here. This tower and others just like it have erupted across the land, one after another. It's almost as though a long-dormant power has awoken quite suddenly. If you do not mind me asking, did anything odd occur while you were atop the tower? I did hear a voice. Well now, a voice you say. And did you happen to recognize this mysterious voice? No. I see. Well, that is unfortunate. I assume you caught sight of that atrocity enshrouding the castle. That is Calamity Ganon. 100 years ago, that vile entity brought the kingdom of Hyrule to ruin. It appeared suddenly and destroyed everything in its path. So many innocent lives were lost in its wake. For a century, the very symbol of our kingdom, Hyrule Castle, has managed to contain that evil, but just barely. There it festers, building its strength for the moment it will unleash its blight upon the land once more. It would appear that moment is fast approaching. I must ask you, courageous one, do you intend to make your way to the castle? Yeah, I do. I had a feeling you would say that. Here on this isolated plateau, we are surrounded on all sides by steep cliffs with no way down. If you were to try to jump off, well, no death could be more certain, or more foolish.
Oh.
Of course, if you had a paraglider like mine, that would be quite another story. Hand it over. Oh, certainly, why not? But there's no such thing as a free item in this world, you know. Let's see now. How about I trade it for a bit of treasure that slumbers nearby? And this tells us to check our quest log, see what we're supposed to do next. Which right now is follow him. Okay, come right over here. And we do indeed see her shrine right there. Do you see that structure there? The one shining with a strange light? It began glowing at the exact moment those towers rose up from the ground. Okay. I would think such a place might house some sort of treasure, wouldn't you? Treasure for that paraglider. A fair exchange, I believe. Well, probably not. I'd get a lot more use out of the treasure than the paraglider. On the other hand, I'd get a lot of use out of the paraglider, so maybe it is a fair trade, after all. Got another batch of guys between us and there. And let's see if I can pull this shot off better than the last one. I want to turn around and see me waiting here. You're really doing a bad job as a lookout. No, you're doing no job as a lookout. just grab your stuff. And just take out your friends. Well, that branch lasted about as long as I expected. Knock the field out of the way. Get a few good hits in. Oh, no, not that hard to do. Gives us a couple more crafting items. Which is more going to be vendor trash to get some money before too much longer. And another traveler's sword. Full inventory, don't really need these clubs. Especially when they're about to break like that. I could swim across there, but not really any good reason to. So, let's just make our way around. Grab a couple more items from these ruined thingies. It's gonna be a while before we have any real use for them, but you still want to grab up as many of those as you can. Let's see if there's anything useful in here to grab. No? I see a new ingredient that's basking in the sun over here. The hightail lizard. Another good ingredient for making speed boosting elixirs. There are a couple things in the water here that we're not really going to be able to do anything about for a bit. So let's head into the shrine and see what it's all about. Huh. But first, DLC chest. Yes, I did already purchase the DLC for this game. So, scattered throughout here are several chests that have some special items and equipment in them. Nothing terribly exciting, but it's a nice a couple nice things that I'll make some use of. Gets us right in. And you're going... If you don't skip over everything, you're going to be seeing those cutscenes a lot. Open the door, walk in, go into the shrine, watch the loading screen. It takes a while. But for your sakes, I'm going to be cutting out most of the loading screens and skipping over most of these cutscenes. The shaken name changes from shrine to shrine, but that's about it. And here we get our first rune. Magnesis. This lets us pick things up, move them around, and potentially drop them on our heads, all with equal ease. Of course, which ones you want to do... Well, first two you definitely want to do, last one you definitely don't want to do. I'm probably going to do it a time or two before this Let's Play is over. That... Oops. See, lets us open up way up here. And we can even use them as a weapon. This, if you don't miss the guy, that is. They tend to deal a pretty decent amount of damage, if you can hit stuff with them. So it's something that can be quite useful to keep in mind. But that's something that's absolutely necessary to master. And before we go through there and finish off the shrine, there's a chest up here we can grab. Which gives us another bow. A little bit stronger than the one we've been using. And now we can head in here, talk to this guy, and finish things out. You have proven to possess the resolve of a true hero. I am Omanao, the creator of this trial. I am a humble monk, blessed with the sight of Goddess Helia and dedicated to helping those who seek to aid the goddess. With your arrival, my duty is now fulfilled. In the name of Goddess Helia, allow me to bestow this gift upon you. Please accept this spirit orb. And this is indeed the first spirit orb that we collect in the game. We're going to be getting quite a few of these. You also get a full health refill at the end, and then they disappear. We're transported back out to the shrine entrance. There are 120 shrines in the game, and we are not going to be getting all of them in this playthrough. We'll be getting a good few of them, though. Enough to get the Master Sword, at least.
Oh!
But that's about it. It seems you managed to get your hands on a spirit orb. Well done! Paraglider, please. I encourage you to slow down for a moment, my courageous friend. The appearance of those towers and the awakening of the shrine. It is all connected to that Sheikah slate you carry on your hip there. Paraglider, please. I have yet to finish speaking. Long ago, a highly advanced tribe known as the Sheikah inhabited these lands. The great power of their wisdom saved this kingdom time and time again. But their ancient technology disappeared long ago, or so it is said. It is interesting, however, to think how something like that survived all this time, hidden away in a shrine. These shrines are tucked away in numerous places all across the land. In this plateau alone, I believe there are still 3 more. Bring me the treasure from each of those shrines, and I will give you my paraglider. That wasn't the deal. Oh? Well, I suppose I changed my mind. I'm sure that won't be a problem for a young go-getter like you. Since I'm feeling generous, I will also teach you a trick for finding shrines. It's always best to survey the area by looking around from a high point. Let's see here. How about you make your way to the top of that tower again? Are you joking? Oh, I'm afraid not. But do not worry. I have another little trick to share with you for your effort. Take a look at the map on your Sheikah slate. See those blue icons? You should recognize the cave where you woke, the shrine you came from, and the tower. You can travel instantly to any of those places with the Sheikah slate. Oh, so I heard quite some time ago. I do not know if it actually works as such. Okay. But before we do that, we have a couple other things we want to do. First off, we want to run right over here. And you can see there are a couple chests under the water. Can't dive down to get those like in some of the other Zelda games. So we need to bring them to us. This one gets us some amber. This one requires a little bit more moving around. Get this out of the way first. And we can pick this up, bring it in. And we get an opal. Now we can run over here. Yeah, over here. Grab another hightailed lizard, because why not? And you can see there's something magnetic under the ground there. Can't really do much with it since it's tethered to this tree stump. So we can, I was about to say we can drop it right in there, but apparently that didn't want to work. Pop that right in, and we get another Korok. And there are all sorts of little puzzles associated with those guys. Some of them easy to find, some of them not so much. With those two little things out of the way, just going to grab a couple more of these butterflies. And I think that's going to be a good place to call it a day. Tune in next time when we make our way back up to the top of the tower and see what this little secret is that the old man has for finding shrines. Until then, Magius out.